creation of a character versus like when there's an audience there, you have to really knock them over the head with the character in a way that it's like, did you forget this guy's going to do this, you know?
Yeah.
Or else they just stare at you. Sometimes they just stare at you anyway.
Yeah.
But
Some rough performances lately.
Some ups and downs on the ye old stage.
If you couldn't do comedy anymore, what would you do for your hobby? Like, what would you occupy your time with?
It would probably be radio or podcasts.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, Amy, when we were talking, when you snatched me, when you picked me up and said, you're doing this now.
That's how I do.
You put me in this hawker circle. I was going to go volunteer at, what is it, Coop Radio.
Yeah.
Because, I really like podcasts. So I was probably going to do that. But then I got really busy doing, getting sucked in at TNM. So I just was like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. Not that I didn't want to do it anymore, but, like, you have to be trained and certified. And the days that they had those trainings were days that I had already committed to do other things. So that just fell by the wayside. So it'd probably be that. Or I bounced around a lot in hobbies, as I'm sure a bunch of people did. Like, I also did some photography, and that'd probably be it. Podcast or photography. Just anything that starts with the letter P that's not comedy. Fornicate. Nope, that's an F. Yeah.
Philanthropy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Fornicate with a PH. I mean, to it, yeah.
Psychiatry.
Psychedelics.
Yeah.
Pornography.
Yeah.
Pornography.
Hey.
It's a lot of money in that.
A lot of stuff happening. You're going to Chicago, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so much porn in Chicago.
Big
There's
porn
just,
scene out there.
I mean,
They need more female directors.
I don't know that there is. It's kind of cold. I wouldn't think it would
It's
be.
real cold.
Yeah, I was gonna think. I was gonna say like, yeah, no.
I was just gonna say, it's just like people fucking with like big jackets on. I don't know.
You just can't see anything except for just the jackets.
Yeah, just movement.
You can
It
hear
just looks like two sleeping bags. Fucking.
and you hear the sound
Go
of
on.
the two
Rustling?
sleeping bags wrestling together. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Little down feathers floating in the air.
Well, you'll have to tell us if that's what porn's like in Chicago.
All right.
They don't have normal porn in Chicago.
I mean,
Nope.
I can't
Cold all
access
the
it.
time.
hopefully they have the internet, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't really spent a lot of time there.
I didn't even think to ask Alicia if there was internet in Chicago. Oh my god.
You have to just stay in the airport for a while.
Imagine if there was a place where there wasn't. You like went there and they're like, "Oh no, we don't do that." It's like the daylight savings that they don't do. Where don't they do it? Phoenix,
Alaska?
No, there's one of
there's-
those bottom two: New
yeah.
Mexico or Arizona. Which one don't they do it? Maybe both. They don't do daylight savings. They're like, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah. What can't...
But they were actually trying to pass a new thing with it. Texas would say, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
But
Was it going around on Facebook? Because otherwise, I don't know.
no. There's it was on. I think it was NPR was talking about it. So I trust. My
Is this
local-
glass? It is.
Yes.
So what's
Would you hit me with it? What was like?
No,
what?
I just
Is
looked
glass?
different all of a sudden.
Is this glass? Smash! Deception, the show with Delia.
I'm a man.
She took off a mask. Oh my god! This whole time.
Scooby-Dooed it.
That's my dick.
That's a
that was
heavy
a-
ass
that
I'm
dick.
not competing with
Real
that.
dead stick you got there.
Yeah, wow.
They don't call me Triple D for nothing.
Delia Dick Diaz.
You got the triple dick.
I was gonna say
You got-
dense dick.
Okay, Delia's dead stick. Gotcha.
What? What?
All right.
I don't know what happened, but
So
I don't know. We
let's say-
derailed
Let's say,
and then railed.
what is your what's your like attack plan when you get off the plane? Just start slinging dick around and
She's gonna make that porn we talked about.
yeah, I'm gonna take it all the way to the top.
Oh god.
Come see Delia with the densest dick in all of Chicago.
That's what they sound like.
You're doing a newsreel. I thought you were doing I heard you do a newsreel, but I saw you at a freak show.
I was gonna say my favorite pornos are where like everybody talks in like what do they call it, trans-Pacific or whatever.
Oh my God, Wendell, you
Is that
need
what
to...
it's
Trans-Pacific?
Trans-Pacific or something like that. That accent, the old radio.
I did not
accent.
know it's called that.
It has a dumb name.
Transatlantic.
Transatlantic.
You gave me a great idea for a parody podcast. There's a podcast called My Favorite Murder, where they discuss murders, and then don't worry, I caught it.
Ooh, yeah,
and then if there was one called My Favorite Porno, and it was just people reviewing porns. I don't know.
You probably may have a lot of hits. Any podcasts or videos that are like even mildly sex related get a lot of hits.
Oh man, I think I think I'm gonna ask Alicia to show me the rails on Friday.
The rails?
Wait, you're gonna
The
start
subway?
doing cocaine immediately?
No.
I'm talking about the subway.
Yes.
Or the bub.
Yeah.
It's like, wait on the cocaine a little.
What do they call it? The L.
Yeah, the L. There's that, and then I'm gonna go to IO and do stuff there.
Right on.
And then
Good
Alicia
choice.
sent me this email for this shit. I can't remember the name of the theater, but there's a theater near where she lives. It's like a few blocks away, I think. They're taking like you can toss your name in, you can submit, and they kind of like make you into like a troupe, and you can perform with people for like 10 weeks or something, almost just like a mashup, like a 10-week mashup. And you'll either get like a Thursday at like 8 p.m. slot or a Friday at 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. slot. And then you would be performing with those people. And it starts on April 7th, which would be the day after I get there. And she was telling me, like, yeah, you should do it. Like, I kind of want to, but then I'm kind of terrified. So I might just do it because I'm so afraid.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there are, I think, like a lot of other small theaters too. So I kind of want to do IO and then do a bunch of like small theaters on the side, like do all of their jams, just so I can like pop in and get to know people.
Yeah, right on.
So that's my attack plan.
There you go. Hey, all right.
Not to mention the fact you were talking about wanting to do other kinds of theater, like dramatic and stuff like that. There's a ton of great theaters in Chicago that are doing, like straight plays and stuff like that. I remember after True West, we had a conversation, and it was like, oh, that's I haven't seen that kind of stuff in a while, and I hadn't experienced it either in a long time. So it's a totally new world to do a show like that. Than to do the kinds of shows that we do all the time. Even though, some of the shows that we do will do multiple nights of it, but it's still like not quite exactly the same when you're doing something where you're like, oh, this is very serious. My character's entirely angry.
Yeah, I do want to like audition for stuff. I think I have like 5 main priorities that I wrote out just so I could like stay focused. It was just like job, apartment, because I need those things. And then it was, I think, improv, and then I want to do an acting class. And then I kind of want to audition for stuff too. Because what, they're just gonna tell me no? Great, I've heard that my whole life. It won't be a big deal. It'll be okay.
We just keep asking. There's lots of there's way more theaters there than there are here even.
Yeah, so I'm excited and terrified, but we'll see.
Windows pictures are always blurry.
Yeah,
These
I enjoy that.
were just for me. And that's because I want everybody
And
doing
Instagram.
stuff. Yeah, and Instagram.
I was like, just for him and Instagram.
And everybody.
Wait, should I be worried about people taking my picture?
Why?
Why?
Because they're going to steal your soul?
You said, what are you doing with them?
Well, he said they're just for me,
They're just
and then
for
he
me.
laughed
They're
real
just for me.
funny.
Like he's throwing them in a spank bank or something?
Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Wait, like I don't have to throw it in the spank bank. In that case, my phone is the spank
There's a
bank.
fake bank, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have to
that's
have
how it
anything
is.
here
Easily
anymore.
accessible.
Oh, yeah, that's true. People used to have brains where they kept memories. We don't do that anymore.
No, I just free up all that space for
For blanks.
For the moth that's flying in there.
I just use it to hide my Twizzlers.
For our listeners at home, Delia mimed pulling Twizzlers out of her skull cap.
Almost like a flip top head in those in the toothbrush commercials.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, what is it, Oral-B or something, where they're like, nobody has a flip top head, and the person opens their head up and then just brushes straight
Yeah.
because you
Is this
can't do that.
new?
Oral-B.
No, it's an old commercial.
Speaking of my favorite porno,
Oh.
Oral-B.
Oral boy.
Wait, boy.
Oral
boy.
I just heard it.
Watch out, crime. Here comes Oral Boy.
To fight against Delia Diaz.
No! That no was so
It's like
sad.
it's like a luchador porn star. Delia Diaz.
What?
No?
No!
She wouldn't wear a mask. She's just straight faced right out in your face.
I would
Right
wear a
out
mask.
there. The only thing that wears a mask is her dick.
No, yeah. Just
Just a little
right on the
bit.
end of it. Right on the end of it.
Little luchador mask at the end of your dick.
Do you think they make condoms with like a little luchadors? Like
I hope they do.
that would be so great,
If
right?
if they don't,
Hey, condom makers.
get on it.
Get it, luchador.
Get on it.
Jeez.
You know, I started laughing like that as a joke, but that's how I really laugh now.
Sometimes jokes can stick.
If you ever hear that, it's me, and I meant it. Don't feel bad.
Why would we feel bad? I'll take any laugh you'll give me. I don't care what it sounds like. Even if it's that sort of like, oh. I'll take it. I accept your sympathetic
doing-
laugh.
Now accepting
She's
all
doing-
major and minor laughs.
Are you doing the funeral song again? I'll accept. She's doing her dance.
I know you're crying, but you want to laugh, so I'll do a dance until you do. Yeah, that's my dance. That's my child at a funeral dance.
Whoa. That's good.
So how have you enjoyed the directing and stuff that you've been doing? I thought it was pretty cool that you were the director of Cool Table and you've put together a bunch of stuff. How's that different sort of job worked with you? Words are hard.
Words are hard, Amy. You're right.
I'm sorry. How's being a director? Period. Question mark.
No, I liked your real question better. I have a lot of notes and like opinions for stuff, and just I don't like it when stuff looks really stagnant on stage because it looks really boring and gross. And especially at the theater, there are these sides that people always ignore, and it's just like you have to be conscious because if it's packed, which we always want it to be packed, and there's no one's playing to this side of the audience, you're kind of just like flipping them all off and just telling them like, yeah, you should have came here early and sat in the middle or something. I don't know.
Yep.
So I think getting people to understand that is interesting, and then tech is really interesting because people kind of just like don't care too much about it, and it's like a really big important part, especially if your joke depends on it, and especially like for like Outhouse, like trying to have like a tech rehearsal, like that whole first hour, like I just want to do a cue to cue, and I don't think people understand. And I'm like, no, we're just running the first and last line of your sketch for this hour so that this person can get it, because you're gonna be mad if she doesn't pull lights at the right time, and like I don't want you to be mad at me. And like if you are gonna be mad at yourself.
Yeah.
And then if we have time, like that next hour, then like great, we can run your sketch if you want, but we're doing this first because it's really important. I think the part that I don't like about it is having to be snippy with people, but I also hate it when people waste my time. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What? It's just really frustrating because it's like I'm being very clear. Like we're doing a cue to cue for this hour, and then we're doing this for the other hour. So and like yeah, I understand bits are gonna happen, but also like please be quiet now because I want to go home. I always just want to go home.
I always just want to go home.
But it is a lot of fun and directing stuff. I guess I had never been. Doing that now is a lot of fun to see kind of people taking your suggestions is just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And yeah, the part that freaked me out the most was hearing like, oh, well, like, you're the boss, like, whatever you want to do. Like, oh, but you wrote it, so maybe what you want to do too? I don't know. And then